Good morning, students. Once again, welcome to corporate accounting class. Students, today we are going to study that the second method on valuation of goodwill. That is capitalization of average profit method. So, where you are going to calculate the value of goodwill. Okay, that is value of goodwill is equal to capitalized value of business minus net tangible assets. So this is the formula for say valuation of goodwill under this method. So here you are observing two concepts. One is capitalized value of business, another is net tangible assets. So how to arrive at the capitalized value of business? So for this also there is formula. So capitalized value of business is equal to average maintainable profit divided by normal rate of return into 100. Here, average maintainable profit, it is as good as that of the say simple average profit method, simple average profit, or it may be a so weighted average profit. So here only the wording is changed. That's the only thing you have to observe. So as usual, okay. So how we calculated in the previous methods, that the simple average profit and weighted average profit. Okay. Accordingly, here you require to calculate that the average maintainable profit, and usually NRR, normal rate of return, that is prevailing in the say industry, it will be given in the problem. Okay, so by that, okay, here you require to divide, that is the average maintainable profit. So later on it will be multiplied with 100. Students, now we'll come to the next aspect, that is how to calculate that the second element of the value of goodwill, that is the net tangible assets. Net tangible assets is equal to total tangible assets minus outside liabilities. Okay, so these are the thing, these are the formulas that you require to remember before going to solve the problem under this method. Now coming to this problem given, already I have given you the problem. So here first thing we required, that is for the valuation of the goodwill, is that the capitalized value of business. But here the information is not direct. For that we require to calculate say average maintainable profit. So that is why here first, in the first step we require to calculate, that is the first one, average maintainable profit. So first one, step 1, average maintainable, average maintainable profit. So that is equal to, so here profit for the past years given. So that you know, profits for the past years given divided by, that is number of years, number of years. Now we'll take the profits that is given for the past years. So here profits 2008 10,000, 2009 30,000, 2010 rupees 20,000, 2011 rupees 36,000. So totally we'll take that profits 10,000 plus 30,000 plus 20,000. Next 36,000. So total past years 4. So now you total up the first one. So this total it becomes 96,000. 96,000. So divided by 4, you will get, say, that is 24,000. 24,000. So that is before before that is income tax. So this profit is before income tax. Okay. So now we'll make certain adjustment. So after income tax, that the profit. So here profit before tax, it is 24,000 rupees, 24,000 minus here 30% income tax rate is given. So 30% of 24,000. So this becomes 7,200. So after income tax, the profit is rupees 16,800. 16,800. So now our job is very clear. Okay. So based on this information, very easily we can calculate here capitalized value of business. Now, second one is second step, capitalized value of business is equal to so see here, formula is already here. Average maintainable profit. Average maintainable profit, here you have calculated 16,800. So divided by normal rate of return, it is given in the problem. So it is 10. Okay, 10% it is given into 100. So you are going to get that the capitalized value 1,68,000. So rupees 1,68,000. So first aspect of this formula, capitalized value of business, we have ascertained. The second aspect is, that is, say, net tangible asset. So that we have to perform in the third step. Okay, we'll go with the third step, that is third one. So I'll go with the third step. So third one is, that is, calculation of net tangible assets, or alternatively it is also called capital employed. Yes. For this purpose here, we require to take those assets which are tangible in nature. So amount in rupees. Okay. Like this, we will make the columns for the preparation of net tangible asset. So here you have to take only tangible assets. So from the balance sheet, we can arrive. One is land and building. So remember, intangible assets like goodwill. So that shouldn't be considered. So value is 60,000. Next one is machinery. Machinery 50,000. Machinery 50,000. Next one is stock in trade. Stock in trade. So amount is rupees 40,000. Next one is sundry debtors. Sundry debtors 20,000. So total it becomes 1,70,000. 1,70,000. And from this you are going to deduct outside liabilities. Outside liabilities. So where you are going to take, one is bank overdraft, that is 15,000. Next one is sundry creditors. Sundry creditors 25,000. Next one is provision for income tax 10,000. So totally it becomes 50,000. Yes. Total tangible assets minus outside liabilities. So 1,70,000 minus 50,000. So 1,20,000. So now your job is very clear. That is net tangible assets you have arrived. Now we'll come to the valuation of goodwill. So value of goodwill. So that is in step 4. Value of goodwill is equal to. See here we have already say calculated the required aspect. Yes. Capitalized value of business. So capitalized value of business already we have calculated, that is rupees 1,68,000. 1,68,000 minus the second element is net tangible assets. It is 1,20,000 rupees. 1,20,000. So finally you are going to get rupees say 48,000 is the value of goodwill according to the capitalization of average profit method. Okay, students, if you have any doubt you can ask for the doubt, and thank you.